I'll put it this way. The dev team, we're all friends and we constantly talk to each other. Like we're all in a friend group and everything, and we're pretty much in a VC all day. And during that time, at least one of us is working on Arcane. Most of the time, there's at least 2 to 3 developers in the studio. Well, I'm trying to get now to do a like a Q&A, but I keep forgetting to ask him. Once he wakes up, I'll ask him. Uh, so the Q&A, so I work for FFO and we do a good amount of Q&As there, and it's either me or Josuke is the one that actually hosts them. Usually when we do Q&As, at least for FFO, I'd actually kind of show like some of the new stuff getting implemented, sneak a few things, then we'd actually talk about it. If people have questions about it, that type of thing, we'd answer that. I'd like to do it something like that. I'd have to ask him though because he might want to do something different, but I'm gonna try to get him to lean towards that. Oh my god, there's so much I can sneak. I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard for me not to sneak stuff because I come from a community where I usually like if you go on FFO or if you've ever seen it, I sneak a shit ton in that game. But the reason why we're not sneaking as much is because this update is massive. Like it's actually kind of crazy. It was meant quality of life update, but then we were like, you know what? Why not make it into like just a massive update? It is actually kind of surprising that like we're actually kind of close to being done with it, which is awesome.
Yeah.
We have we'd probably do that for like maybe a day or two, but the only reason we would do that
Hype.
is when we publish everything, we go in the main game and actually be like, okay, is this working in the main game? Because we have our own testing place, but sometimes when you import things from the testing place to a main game, sometimes some things will mess up. Um, to be honest, I don't know how. So I'm new to Arcane. Like,
Yep.
I'm completely new to it. I've never been here before. This is my first time even touching this game,
Okay.
or even playing it. So I don't know how far y'all's player count. At least for me, I'd be pretty happy if we could at least like go over like probably 2K. I'm gonna tell you this right now, and Niall has said this too. We reworked the whole back end of the game, like the whole back end. It's all redone. The best way to explain it is the back end for this, and Nova has said this himself.
Yep.
He said the back end was like absolutely horrendous. Like it's so easy to break things. It's like crazy. Like, I'm pretty sure I was told there was a bug to where even if you'd hold something out and you'd leave, you'd lose that item, which is horrible.
Oh.
To put in perspective, you're probably once this releases, you're probably not going to be experiencing any of the old bugs because we put in so many fail safes to ensure that nothing happens basically. The only bugs we're actually getting right now is just like animation, but that's because we're testing animations. Oh yeah, Nile is a big guy on that. Like he loves doing stuff like that. Most likely every actual update is probably gonna have like a new logo. Let me actually think. Hold on. It if we would have released it by Halloween, yes, because I made that. Oh, I'm so pissed about that too. So I can't even blame Nal for this. They were on a trip. It took a little longer than expected. And I made a completely new boss with like weapons and stuff for Halloween. We might still do something like what is it called? The Nightmare Before Christmas or something. But I don't know. Oh yeah, we had. Oh yeah, yeah. It's kind of crazy that I don't know. I know Nile wants to be mysterious, but I do like it's nice hyping up the players. It'll probably be out in like, if we keep going the pace we're going, it'd probably be out in 3 to 4 weeks.
No double. Just take your time.
It would be out sooner, but we like to take our time with testing. Okay, some of the devs have came from games where we released it without testing it for more than like 2 days, and it has resulted in a horrible decision. Yes, because obviously when we want like an update to come out like really good. We don't want it to be like an unfinished product. That's horrible. Like, yeah, we don't want something like, especially on a turn-based game and a permadeath game. That's horrible. Maybe. That's not the tutorial place, but tutorial is done. We have a lot of things done. Like, it's actually kind of crazy. It's pretty much like doing the small stuff right now and finishing the map. That's all. That's pretty much all it is. We have another scripter that we just put on as well that is also doing stuff.
Oh.
So. Actually, no, because we all come from the same friend group. When a new scripter comes in, that means an old one is leaving. Who was it again? It was, I think it was Yami, but I think it's because Yami is doing other stuff.
Okay.
So he doesn't really have time for Arcane. But we brought in Apex, which is an amazing dev. He works on ACB, Shinobi, and Shinobi Legends. He's one of the main scripters for ACB. So, and for Shinobi. Yeah, compared to, so I did for FFO, and that game has not seen an update in over a year. I feel so bad for that game. And I come from that game, so yeah, it's pretty good for just 200 players.
Okay.
But I mean, we're mainly doing it to get the game back on its feet, because it was, obviously there's a lot of people that still care for it. I can clearly see that. Oh my god. There is so much. See, that's like I said earlier, it was supposed to be a quality of life update, but there's so much content in it. Like, okay, so when we release this update, we're gonna tell y'all probably, you know, like what items have been added and stuff, but we're not gonna tell you about the items that are secret. There's gonna be stuff that you guys are gonna have to find. It's probably gonna take y'all a while, because some of the stuff is a really low drop, but it's a low drop for a reason.
Okay.
The good news is every model that me and Fear have made have their own, I think you guys call it like status effects and all that kind of stuff. Basically, every single one is custom. There is, it's low key. Pretty much every build is probably going to change, and you're going to be seeing a lot of new builds because there's going to be so much variety. Like I said, it turned from a quality of life update to a big ass content update with a massive quality of life included in it. If I'm not mistaken, David, Yami, and Droopy have I think they've changed. The back end is completely changed, and the front end also as well, if I'm not mistaken. In terms, they pretty much remade the game. Droopy's the one that did the back end, and he's what is he the owner of? Oh my goodness, I'm having a brain fart. Yeah, Droopy, that's his name. He's the owner of ABA. Him and David basically they pretty much redid the whole backend. There are so many fail safes for so many things that it's actually crazy. It'd be damn near impossible for you to bug certain stuff that wipes anything, or where you lose anything. Because we know that when Niall first took over this project, he knew that was one of the main things that needed to get fixed right off rip, and that was actually the first thing that we even started doing. That
Is
would
it?
be dope. I'm not gonna lie, that would be dope. I like when people are making good videos about the games I work on. We almost had to do that when Lulux fucked over. Holy shit. For some reason, when he shut down the game, it published the game, but the problem is, so we have a separate testing place, so nothing would have gotten implemented. However, the fact that the game hasn't been published in so long, there was a few things missing, like the fog, the music. There's still some things broke because it's
Okay.
not been updated in that long, because it doesn't have any of the new stuff. Oh Lord, I hate when we had to do that with FFO, and we got so much backlash for that. Like it's stupid amount of, but like Nal knows better than to like say when an update is coming out, and then we're like, oh, we got to push it back. He's good about that because he's seen what happened. That's pretty much what happened for FFO, and we kept saying, oh, give us another, I think it was like a month, and then it became 2, 4, 5, 6, and now it's like, dude, I kid you not, for FFO, I have probably 5 updates worth of models. I was a little hesitant at first because I won't lie, I had to change the way I modeled for this game
Okay.
because of how the old, this isn't towards Matro, this is more towards, so this isn't toward Nova, but Nova hired a lot of like different modelers, so there's a lot of different like types of styles in this game. But me and Fear are now the main modelers and actually staying, so I'm trying to get a style in and keep that style. And when hopefully I show this sneak, you'll understand what type of style I'm going for. That's why when I redid the weapons, I was like, do y'all like this? And thankfully everyone liked it. I can't tell you where boosters got because boosters are going to be getting a lot more stuff. I have so much to show boosters. Oh my god. The way I sneak stuff, and I've been doing this recently, is I'll show it to boosters first. I'll give it a few days, and then I'll show it in actual sneaks, because boosters is gonna get leaked sooner or later. It's gonna happen. We all know it's gonna happen. It's no surprise, and it doesn't surprise me if it happens, and I don't even get mad at it.
Yeah.
Like it's I literally don't care. It's going in sneaks sooner or later.
Every single animation.
Oh yeah, Lulux has redone everything. I know Lulux wants to. I can probably get Lulux to show a few animations because he's not really shown any. Yeah, I could probably get him to be like, yo, give some boosters some spice real quick, and he'll probably show y'all some stuff. Because I mean, he has a lot that he could show, like low key. Yeah, the thing that I think people don't understand is Arcane Lineage VFX are so fucking. This isn't to insult the old VFX person, but they are very old and outdated compared to what they could be. We're not going overly dramatic with the VFX, but we are improving them because they need to be improved. Let me think. I'm trying to remember. I'm not gonna lie. Hold on. I need to go into testing. Usually when I go in studio, I'm importing new models and stuff. I don't usually test too much unless it's something very specific. Oh, look at that. There might be one. Luckily, we're adding stuff to kind of help newer players. I'm gonna be honest, I actually don't know about that because I've not even asked about that. Yes, I do get paid percentage. However, when I make stuff, it's mainly for the people. We want to have fun and we want to make the bag. I'll say this too. Look in sneaks. I didn't post it, but look in sneaks. So that was sneaked a while ago by Matro, but he didn't sneak the whole thing. I finished that thing along with all the other NPCs that go with it. That is all I'll say.
Okay, so
NPC. When I say NPCs, I'm talking about like entities, monsters, mobs, that kind of thing. I don't know.
you don't know.
Honestly, if we actually whipped out these updates and kept up with it, then yes. Because at that point, we would have so much content, lore to do that would just be a stupid amount. Basically, to where like
Lore.
with Deep Woken, you can do a lot of stuff in Deep Woken.
I sleeped myself.
To be honest, I don't know. The only thing I will say is nothing looks like the original map. It is so revamped and looks so much better. It's actually crazy. Tom has done such a good job with this map. They will be getting touched. I did confirm this not too long. I'm probably actually gonna say something about it when I sneak the thing once now lets me. Okay, so Matro has made revamps of the bosses. Here's the thing though, and I had to do this recently, and it really fucking sucks. It took me 7 hours to do. This is actually what I did tonight. It took me 7 hours to do. It's probably gonna take me a whole day to redo bosses because Matro, or I think that's how you say his name, Matro, he makes things in parts, like how most monsters in Arcane is in parts. What I do is I do it in Blender, then import it into Studio, so it's only one part and one mesh. So it optimizes the game, so you're pretty much never gonna... If I do it like that, it turns something that has 3,000 plus parts into one single part. Yeah, and bosses like Thoron and Yathrul, they are gonna get revamped. I'm gonna be honest, it's probably not gonna be this update because of how much is being added into this update. For now, but they will be getting changed sooner or later. That's probably after I'm done doing the stuff I'm doing right now. That's probably next, to be honest. So far, y'all have been there's been a few things sneaked that are like new mechanics and stuff. I'm pretty sure, what's his name? I'm pretty sure Tom, when he redid the map, if it had a parkour area, or is there any place that has a parkour area, then it probably got redone, which means new parkour. That's not confirmed. In terms of how many, no idea, because I forgot. I did know at one point, because I talked with Nal about it. I guess you'll just have to find out, huh? Kept away. I don't want to say yes or no to that. I might be wrong. That's kept away. Kept away. You're asking all the kept away questions now, huh? Not that I know of. Or not kept away. Just in case. Might be, but I don't know exactly because the cutscenes that I've seen has been for other stuff. I don't know. In a good way. There'll still be the old, Arcane Lineage charm, but there's gonna be so much needed improvement. So like I said earlier, we were gonna do a Halloween update, we actually had an OST for the boss.
What's the name?
I forgot. I don't remember their name.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was testers or like the Trello members, like, because they're the ones that come up with most of the ideas and stuff. Trello, yeah. We got secret stuff. There's a few things that you guys know. There's a good amount of things that y'all don't know about, to be honest.
That is.
Which is a good thing. That means no one is saying anything. Nal's been pretty good at keeping everything a secret. Well, it's a plan up until something happens. You'll see what it happens. Oh, I'm very confident. It's because of what I've already done. I'm pretty damn confident.